Wakali and I represent from the north. Mr. President, I want to add all my weight in favor of this motion. And to add that this issue of Saudi authorities, Nigerian passengers should be looked into beyond Nigerian airports. I think Ministry of Foreign Affairs should engage Saudi authorities on some of these issues. One, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, there is issue of language barrier between our passengers and the security agencies at the Saudi airport. In case there is any suspicion, you are the deputy whip. Mr. President, there is issue of language barrier between our passengers and the security at the Saudi airport. In case there is any suspicion, you will not be allowed to make your case. They will arrest you, detain you, and even your lawyers will not be given access to their client who is on detention. Because of course there must be problem, you cannot help it. But we need to address this issue so that in case there is problem, a passenger will be allowed to be screened and will be allowed lawyers to have access to their client. I rest my case.
Senator Ebukule Amosu.
Thank you, President of the Senate, distinguished colleagues. Let me join my colleague in commending the mover of this motion. First, let me say very timely that there are some key areas that I want us to look at. I know we have just two problems here, and that is human and machine. What I mean by human is the personnel that we have in our various ports. And I'm happy that it's been mentioned that it's not just our airports, even our seaports. Maybe we can extend it to maybe our land transport as well, including railways. But let me say this, Mr. President. Before now, we hear about incidences of maybe our luggage is being looted or maybe being tampered with. But when some people, whether they call themselves mafia or whatever, in whichever name they are, when they know that the implication of what they are doing will cause the life of innocent citizens, I think that is the height of man in humanity to man. Secondly, Mr. President, we may look at it as it is maybe somebody from Zamfara or from Kano or from Ogun State that this is happening to. Tomorrow it can be any of us. And beyond all of this, whoever is doing this, they are demarketing our nation. And that is why it's so easy with even our diplomatic passports. When you get to this foreign land, they will still search you, they will still treat you as people that is maybe known for carrying drugs and all of these vices. I think what we should do is to the whole gamut of all the agencies, personnel that works in our various ports, either air, seaport, or even land transport. They should be provided. I remember there was a time when you are traveling, British Airways will ask you to go down to go and confirm and check your luggage, that is your luggage, before they tag it. I think that time it was happening, but not at this scale. Now, I think all the various security agencies that are in these our various ports, and all the paramilitary agencies, including all these FAN, NACO, even the airlines, they should sit together and fashion out, I think, a way that will prevent this dastardly acts. When people innocently are traveling and things like this happen, unknowingly, things that will cost them their life, I think we should not keep quiet. And I'm happy that we are not keeping quiet, because this evil will continue to thrive if we keep quiet. In the area of technology, which I call machine, I'm happy that I was there when they came. We should by now have all these gadgets in place, because without it, even when we get all these human, that you will see governors, you will see this, you will see that, I think, thank God that it's been mentioned, but I know all this happens here. Once we leave the shores of Nigeria, all of us will fall in line. And I'm sure that will not be difficult. And I'm happy that it's happening here. That all our colleagues, even people listening to us, we know that we will live by example, and we'll work our talk. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Matthew Rogire. Thank you very much, Mr. South Central District in Edo State. Central District, the house is the only surviving kingdom in the kingdom. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I've listened to the contributions that have been made by all my distinguished colleagues. They are good and apt. One probably wouldn't have bothered Mr. President to make any contribution. But stemming from the fact that my very ugly experience at the airport in Abuja on Friday, it is important that one puts this experience on record, because it has to do with our discussion just now. Mr. President, I was going to Benin on Friday. Last week to Benin, at 10 a.m. That was the scheduled time for the flight. Unfortunately, I was at the airport till 6 p.m. before that flight would take off to Benin. The announcement came at about 10 that that flight was scheduled for 11:30, 1.5 hours delay. After that, it was moved to 1:30. After that, it was moved to 2 o'clock. After that, it was moved to 4 o'clock. By the time it was 4:30, the place was already under siege. Tempers had risen, and everybody had gone forward to the information desk to inquire what was going on. At that time, the security at the airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja, was already breached. There was no control. There were fights, and in fact, the passengers that were going to Benin and passengers go to Port Harcourt were already fighting with the officials, foreign officials, NCA, and all other agencies that are under the Ministry of Aviation at the airport. There was no control. Some of us, members of the National Assembly, the Senate and House of Representatives that were present, were forward to find out what was going on. Nobody was ready to talk to us. And the airlines did it with impunity, as if nothing was going to happen. And when I bothered to inquire, I want to know the agency that directly superintends these airline operators. And they said it was NCA. I said, can I see the official? The lady walked up and said, what do you do under this circumstance? How do you protect the interests of Nigerians? How do you call these airline operators to question or bring to correction? Oh, we have gone to them. They said there is no plane. The one that's supposed to take you to Benin, the one that's coming from Calabar. Anyhow, when it comes, we see what we are going to do. Mr. President, this flagrant violation of the rights of our people. There is no time it is not going to breach our security, particularly at our airports and seaports. All the agencies, in fact, I want to say that our airports are